and all along I've been advocating for a sustainable product.
Yes.
Not only sustainable in terms of usage, but sustainable in terms of cost.
99 FM, Sibur and Mo in the morning. And I was telling you, like, really, I have been looking forward to this interview so much because it speaks to us. It speaks to what the morning show is about, advocating for women's health. And this morning on the socials, we are joined in studio by Mr. Taljaard Uaputauka, advocate for menstrual health and hygiene management and the program coordinator for Safepad Namibia. Safepad Namibia is a program that's driven under its social enterprise initiative of the TJF Investment CC. Through this program, the team does address period poverty. It addresses shame. It addresses the stigma through a variety of projects. And it's just such an honor for us to have Mr. Taljaard. Welcome to the show.
Yes, good morning, Namibia, and I'm very thrilled to be here.
No, we're thrilled to have you. So just give us a brief background of Safepad Namibia.
Yes, when I start talking, I will take a lot of time because there's just a lot to, a lot to share. But with Safepad Namibia is that, as you rightfully said, it's driven under our social entrepreneurship initiative called TJF Investments. With Safepad Namibia, in a nutshell, is that we are trying to address period poverty, period shame, and period stigma through inclusive. Inclusive now means including us men,
yes,
being at the forefront of this advocacy, as you can see, through inclusive education, policy, and service. Now, with education, we look at educational initiatives of one of them, which is the booklet that we co-authored, My First Period, which is actually a booklet that is designed or produced with the necessity to educate our girls actually on how to go through this phase once they get their periods for the first time. We know it's very traumatic, especially being a teacher by profession. We see the boys being, ridiculing these girls when it happens in class, and then the girls don't want to come to school anymore. So the challenges are very vast. So the booklet is available. It's here, and we'll talk later on more about the booklet.
Indeed.
And then with service, under service, we look at sustainable sanitary pads solutions. In this case, we look at the Safepad technology, which is a antimicrobial, reusable, washable sanitary pad.
Beautiful.
With superior properties or qualities. I will still explain a bit more later.
I think let's actually touch on it already now that you have it. And I just want to describe it also to the listeners. It's pink. It looks like a cloth that's shaped like a pad, and it attaches itself to your underwear, because I see there two clip-ons on either side. So tell us through this technology. How does it then work?
Okay, Safepad is actually an intellectual property of a company called Real Relief in Denmark. We have signed. I joined Real Relief as a brand ambassador way back in 2015, and all along I've been advocating for a sustainable product.
Yes.
Not only sustainable in terms of usage, but sustainable in terms of cost, and then the environment as well, because we are talking about climate change. We are talking about environmental protection, as opposed to disposable pads that are available on the shelf that are made out of chemicals and single-use plastics.
True.
Yes, so we look at organic materials. We look at products that are durable. We look at products that are healthy and hygienic as well. And also with a Safepad, it has been internationally tested and approved, actually. And then also it has passed through the South African Bureau of Standards. And recently, with that test report from SEPS, we made a submission with our Ministry of Education. And then we receive an authorization or permission letter to distribute the Safepad in our schools and communities.
I love that.
Yes.
And I know that you're not just handing out pads just like that. There is educational programs that Safepad they do. And what are some of those? Yeah,
we have a number of projects that we are doing, especially in training the girls talk. So I remember in Chuarongo, when I was at Donates Primary School, we did a small program where we had to educate our girls on the period cycle itself, but then also then making it more comprehensive enough for them to be able to understand the nitty-gritties that comes with period experience. And it was really quite amazing because, what we did for this program is that we collected, I initiated a project where you call, for instance, we left this project, and then the learners have to donate like a pack of pad so that they can enter for the program. So then they will, instead of them registering in monetary value, they will just come with a pack of pad, and then this way you collect some pads and also donate to the needy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So and then we also have other programs that runs where we have virtual engagements also, just to talk especially on menstrual equity. How do we ensure menstrual equity? And so that was the one of the pillar that we missed earlier, where we have to look at advocacy or policy. So we said we have three pillars. One of them is we said education, we said service, and then advocacy or policy. At policy, we look at bridging the gaps in policy at national level, well, at national, local, or regional level, or whatever you can call it, but we look at policy initiatives that are there to ensure that we enjoy menstrual equity, we enhance menstrual equity in Namibia.
I love the third part, of the policy, because I know even recently with us getting a tax break from period tax is one of those things. So we're talking menstrual health in studio here in Sibero and Mo, but first, WizKid with Smile. 99 FM, it's WizKid with Her saying smile, and we're putting a smile on women's faces. We're putting a smile on safety. We're putting a smile on menstrual health, and we're saying, listen, it doesn't have to be such a traumatic experience. It doesn't have to be such a shame. And most of all, toch, it doesn't have to be so expensive. I mean, it's such a natural thing that all of us, all women, should be able to have access to menstrual products, and the initiative thereof that we're talking about today, Safepad Namibia, and we've just talked about how Safepad looks and feels, and we're actually touching it off air, looking at the size and looking how it looks like and how beautiful it actually is. So, Mr. Taljaard, let's talk about the booklet now. Can you briefly just talk us through it?
Okay, yeah, the booklet is it's quite amazing. It's quite the first of its kind as we speak now in the Namibia landscape. It's actually a booklet that is designed mainly to help our girls in understanding the process, in understanding what to do to relieve themselves from the challenges that are associated with menstrual experiences. Yeah. And also it's a booklet to just bridge the gap in our curriculum, because as a teacher, a natural science teacher, we know that with our curriculum we only touch the biological part, the cycle actually, the cycle, but we don't really educate our girls more on the hygienic part of menstruation. And then also the books has a lot of content inside. It talks about the pressure points when you are alone, maybe your menstruation has started. It talks about the cycle, the timetable, because many times we have seen our girls coming to school not having their gear at hand, because they could not really measure or count their dates properly.
True, they don't know their cycles.
Their cycles,
5 days, 28 days, 27. I totally agree with that. So, and then the booklet is out there. One booklet goes for $30 Okay.
And
where is it available?
It's available with me. I have them here in Windhoek. If we have a philanthropist out there who wants to purchase them in bulk and donate them to communities. One of the serious concern was that we need to have the book translated into our local languages and then also in digital platform. Okay. So what we are busy in collecting these by selling the booklet is to meet those short to long term goals. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And where can we get in touch with you?
Yeah, we can get in touch with me at 081-474-3721 or 081-374-3721 or email tjfinvestmentcc@gmail.com or twaputauka@gmail.com.
At gmail.com. And is there any other upcoming projects that are in the pipeline as we wrap up?
Yeah, what we are busy doing now is trying to enhance the menstrual equity. I'll always repeat that one in terms of, at policy level, or in terms of national, initiatives where we can always have period drives. We can always have a Namibian national period, day, just apart from the International Menstrual Health Day.
That exists,
we need a Namibian national period day where we can always celebrate and resonate with our women, and especially whatever they are going through. Women are very fragile, and once you start understanding really their needs, I think as men, being part of this project and being part of driving this initiative, we will be able to understand our women better.
True.
And we will be able to curb gender-based violence and sexual gender-based violence. Yeah, so there are a lot of projects coming in, talk shows and community outreach. Yeah, just because we're running out of time, let me end there.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. We highly appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to having you again as we talk more, because there's more to this than what we just touched on. So looking forward to more conversations with you.
Okay.
That was Mr. Taljaard Uaputauka, advocate for menstrual health and hygiene management and the program coordinator for Safepad Namibia. Again, if you want to get either the booklet or even the